one of the best run fisheries in the world. The big deal is being part of this incredible return. It's just so special.
Every skill I've learned over my life has come into play in one season of fishing here.
You can turn a wrench and fix the engine or MacGyver something to work in a pinch when everything is going haywire. Well, man, if you like to cook and can bust out some souffles, nobody's gonna hate you here.
You've got to have mechanical knowledge, you've got to have financial knowledge, you've got to understand where to find fish, how to repair your nets. Taxes, understanding law, understanding marketing. You have to understand how to keep your boat in halfway decent shape.
First thing you do, you open up your boat, you look and see what havoc the winter has ravaged on your equipment, and then basically you go see your mates and have a cocktail. That's the first day. You just start making a list that is just phenomenally long, and you just start going through it. All the stuff that broke last year, all the stuff that you didn't have time to fix last year, all the improvements that you want to add. Starting your engine, which is always a big deal. You always want to start the engine and hear that little thing purr, and then run your hydraulics, you know, twisting wrenches and just trying to make these jalopy old rigs eke out another season and turn a profit. And then you start going through the nets and getting the nets ready. Everything's on, the food is on, the nets are on. Finally, when you get the whole boat loaded and it goes in the water, then you're happy. Now I remember why I'm here. Now I get to go fishing. Hopefully it's sunny and calm, or hopefully it's blowing like a son of a something, and you know where the fish are all piled up. The first time I came up to Alaska, there was this native woman sitting next to me, and I said I was going to Dillingham. And she said, "Are you ready to pick fish?" And I had no clue what picking fish was.
We've done a decent amount of work to it to try to stay progressive with the fishery and keeping the fish nice and floating and not, you know, pressing on each other and delivering a nice, amazing product, you know, at the end of the day.
We'll have to go deliver to a large tender. We'll pull all the hatches open, and they'll swing a crane over top of our boat and lower a hook. They'll swing them over and hang them on a scale. They'll tell us how much each bag weighs and write us a receipt for it. Set everything back up and turn around and go do it again.
From then the sprint starts and the blur begins, and you really don't even think about much or do much besides fish.
Going and going and going, and when you have absolutely nothing left, going again.
Fishing, despite all the stress and the lack of sleep and the breakdowns, at its root, it's super fun. You come out of this sort of blur, and you're on the back end of the season, and it just winds on down. Everyone understands the priority is for the fish to reproduce and to procreate and to keep this whole cycle going.
Which is to say we value how sustainably managed this is and how much of a resource and a wealth this is. This fishery is one of the best managed salmon fisheries in the world, if not the best.
Bottom line is they've done a phenomenal job of maximizing the profit out of it while protecting the resource.